How to find painting jobs to grow your painting business fast. 7 tips. Hi, Lee Casano here from bidlikeapro.com. I have owned my own painting business since the early 1990s. I have painted commercial and residential properties over the years. This video is created to help you get more customers and make more money in your own painting business. Tip number 1. How to find painting jobs is not a hard thing to do. The first thing you want to do is fish in the right pond where the money is, where the work is. This is what I have always done. But in the beginning, I did start out small, working for less money, and gain painting skills and confidence as I went along. Please be sure to watch this short video to the end. I have a real profitable painting business niche to share with you. Tip number 2, once you start your painting business, word of mouth or referrals will come your way naturally through your customers, circle of friends, and acquaintances. And these referrals are usually the best leads you can get. Number 3, you can use more than one form of advertising to get business. For example, I used to advertise in our local shopper guide, but after a while I soon found that my rates were too high for those people anymore. I outgrew them. I would go do a painting estimate for someone and they couldn't afford it or thought my prices were unreasonable. They would be shaking their heads in unbelief. At one time my prices were not that high, but after a while you get good, and if you know how to estimate paint jobs correctly, you will be too expensive for most people to afford after a while. Tip number 4, the Yellow Pages is a good advertising medium, but it's slow to get going because you have to wait for the next year's phone book to come out. So it cannot be your only source of getting painting jobs in the beginning. Once in there, stay in there and enjoy a steady flow of customers with lots of cash to spend. The Yellow Pages, they give new businesses a 30% price break each year. The price break diminishes by 10% each year until you're paying full price again, or paying full price for your ads. So each year you go back, it's a little higher, but once you are established, you should be able to afford to keep your ad running at the normal rate. Tip number 5, watch out for ad reps that can mess up your account. One year they never charged me for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden they wanted me to pay the whole back amount instead of admitting that they made a mistake and just start billing me the normal amount monthly from that point on. Instead, they wanted 6 months of back payments all at once. I'm not their account manager. I don't get paid to keep their records straight for them. I should not have had to call them and oversee their mistakes. But if you want to run Yellow Pages ads successfully, you might want to call them if you don't get billed in the normal amount of time. Tip number 6. So the Yellow Pages can be a good source for getting painting customers, but watch out for asleep at the wheel employees, as many are, who can snafu your account by doing things like not placing your ad in the phone book. Yeah, that happened to one of my commercial customers. He had to go another year or so with no ad in Yellow Pages. He should have sued them. I don't know how that mess ended, whether they made good or what. His competition probably loved it. Fortunately, there are other great ways to get plenty of business besides the Yellow Pages. Plus, they do have the Yellow Pages online. Tip number 7. For best results on how to find painting jobs, get with someone who has done it successfully for years. They can tell you how to get plenty of painting business so that you can make plenty of money all year long. Discover how to estimate and find plenty of painting jobs for your painting business. Just visit my website and also get a free report. It's at bidlikeapro.com. Here's the one painting niche that I told you about at the beginning of this video, is make as much as $100 to $200 per hour in the world's easiest painting business. Just visit AmazingStarMurals.com.